Hey guys, welcome back! It's Tamara, it's Friday, and today we have a brand new Valentine nail tutorial. I have had the worst artist block / depression, anxiety, all these things, like all week. It's been terrible, so I had to sit down and just do some nails. I had a plan. I had a whole inspo board. We kind of go off of it for some things. Some things I just started, doing whatever. I just wanted to make some Valentine nails and help myself get out of this block because it happens to all of us. And the only way to get out of it is to go through it, which means just sitting down and doing nails even when you can't decide on one design and it's driving you nuts. So we're going to be doing these. We're going to be making these little babies. The inspo, a lot of the inspo comes from all of this. I put this little collage together. So, welcome if you are new, and welcome back if you are not. If all of that sounds good to you, then you should probably grab a drink, grab a snack, get comfy, because we're gonna make some really cute shit. This is most of what we're using in the video. So if you want to follow along, this is what you're going to need. A jelly pink and a jelly red. An opaque bubblegum pink, a red gel, a strawberry milk jelly. So, you know how we usually use our jelly or Milky jelly as like an overlay? This is the pink Valentine version. It is strawberry Milky jelly. So if you have something like this, grab it. We're also going to be using the Function of X pigment palettes, the Function of X ceramic matte, the Function of X roller rink, and the Function of X eggshell. This is a speckled black gel, very cool. And then the roller rink is a glitter, like a holographic iridescent glitter top coat. It is gorgeous, so any kind of like see-through glitter will work, but this one is very, very pretty. So grab that, and then whatever matte top coat you have, but honestly, this is the one that I recommend for pigments. It is the only one that I know for sure will always work for me, so buy it. It's amazing. We're also going to be using the Kumi clays, of course, the red, the pink, and the dark pink. And then also the Emina 3D clay gel in 0903, the iridescent pink. Very pretty. We are also going to use the Cresania and D-Gel collab. We're going to be using the brown and the black from this. And from Megothic, we're going to use the Cool Toned Darkest Nude. So, whatever nude you have, grab it. We're using this for a leopard base, which it's perfect for. Boop, 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 boop. I think that's about it. We also use some crystals from Jello Jello, but any crystals you have should do. You're going to want a dotting tool and of course some brushes. So grab what you need, get it all together. Oh, and how could I forget? Crazy Top Thick Gel. When you get to the end, I'm going to tell you I'm going to use the standard. I changed my mind. I use this because the leopard print that we're doing, I just wanted to like cover it up completely and have a nice plump layer over top. So Big Old Daddy is here to stay, and the rest of this stuff, get it together, babes. Let's make some Valentine nails. Hi, guys. It's been so long since you've seen these on my desk. It's been killing me. I literally feel like I don't even know what I'm doing because it's been so long. So help me. I have had the worst artist block this week. Like, I keep getting ideas, but then I keep second guessing myself, and then I keep thinking of other things, and then it just spirals. So we are just gonna, I just need to play. I just need to make some fun Valentine's nails. I do have some inspo that I had put together, and it is this. Bing bong boing. I'm just not gonna, it's just gonna be bits and pieces of this. I just don't want to have, like, I do have kind of a plan, but I just want to make something cute and fun to get me out of this depression, anxiety, artist block mindset, because it's not fun. And I do know the best way to get out of an artist block is to start making nails. You just got to go for it. So today, the first Valentine set of 2025. And it's almost Valentine's Day. It's killing me. So we're going to go off of that inspo board. I was going to use, this was the plan, I was going to use this, but you're going to notice that I am not going to be using this, and I'm so sorry, Savvyland. I hope you don't hate me, but I don't like it. I don't like it. I will explain to you why I don't like it while we're actually doing something. We'll start painting the base coats on these, and I'll explain why I'm not a fan. I did try it yesterday, and I just sadly don't like it, and I feel bad. They sent it to me to try. I assume they would want my honest opinion. That's what I'm always going to give. So any brands out there, if you ever want to send me stuff, just know I'm never going to say something is amazing if it's not, and I just don't like it. Yeah, so we'll get into that. Let's start putting some base coats on these. So the plan for now with the base coats, the thumbnail, I'm just going to put the ceramic matte from Function of X on it because we're going to do something on top of that, and there's no reason to put like a color underneath it. So we're going to start there, and then we're going to use, you know, some of my favorite jellies of all time, the Clody Super Happy Collection. So we're going to use the pink and the red, and we're just going to go every other. So pink, red, which typically I don't do. Typically I like to mix it up, and I don't like even things, but you know what? Screw it. So that's what we're going to do. So how are you guys? Good, I hope. So like I said, thumbnail, Function of X ceramic matte. This is the matte top coat. I have not found anything that stands up to this matte top coat. I have a ton. I have Korean Nail Supply matte top coats, and they're fine, but this one is just, I don't know, there's just something in it. Something in it. Crack, magic, something. It makes it amazing. It's always super matte, no streaks. Everything that should work on a matte top coat works on top of this one. We're going to be using pigments on top of this in place of airbrushing. So, the airbrushing debacle. Like I said, I tried it yesterday, and I can't even say like I wasn't impressed. I just really don't like it. So this is the thing. Let me think first. We're doing pink, red, so we'll do this. Okay, Clody Super Happy 4. Yum, yum, yum. Oh, well, that wasn't smart of me. Don't do that. Don't do that. We don't want it on your skin. No, we don't. Okay, so the Savvyland airbrush gun. I love airbrushing, okay? The only reason you haven't seen me airbrush in a while is because I had lost my cord for I have the Apres airbrush gun. I love it. It's not like the most expensive gun you can get, but it's not like the cheapest, and it doesn't clog. It works really well. It's easy to aim. It's got like a nice fine mist. I loved that gun. I did great nails with it. And then I moved to my studio and I lost the cord. And the thing about that gun that I learned you can have the exact cord, okay? It will look exactly the same. It will fit in the gun, but it will not charge it. You have to have that exact charger. Well, I love that right when I start recording, everybody just starts stomping up and down the stairs and talking loud. There's been nobody in this building, I swear, all day. Here they are. So finally I just found the cord at our like house that we're working on. I had a bench that was like, it also like is a storage stool, and I opened it and I was like, oh my, I guarantee this, oh shit. I guarantee this is my Apres charging cord, sure enough. So that's back in business, but now it's clogged and I can't get it to work anyway, so I got to re-soak all the stuff. Anyways, so the Savvyland one, the reason I don't like it, for one, the cup on the top is very big, and when you put in the airbrush paint, the bottom of that cup is like flat, and the hole in the bottom, it doesn't really, like the liquid doesn't go down into that hole very easily. So you put paint in there and it just stays in that cup, where like typically in any gun that I've used, and the Apres gun, I would only need like 2, maybe 3 drops of airbrush liquid. You do not need much. So I started out with a couple drops. I got 1 spray and I was like, okay, well that's weird. So I put more in there, and I'm looking and I'm realizing that a lot of the paint is staying in the cup because the bottom is just so flat. It just doesn't like funnel it down into the hole where it needs to go down into the shaft or whatever it's called. Let me show you. So this is a huge cup, okay? Normally they're like, the Apres one is like this big because you don't need much liquid. So this one, I feel like ones like this are designed to like mix things that you shouldn't be mixing, like alcohol and gel polish or something. It's just huge. You do not need that much liquid for nails, like couple drops. So anyway, the bottom of this cup is flat. So when you pour it in there, I was moving it all around and it just wasn't going in that hole. So I had all this paint in here and it wasn't getting fed down into this gun to come out. So I was wasting a bunch of paint. Not to mention the mist on it is not fine. Like, it was a very wide mist. So unless you're doing, say, ombre nails and you want an airbrush gun to like spray the tip of your nails so that you can get like a nice clean easy ombre, boom, that would be great if you can get the paint down there. The designs that I like to do, I like to be able to aim my gun in smaller areas and just like, say like the sweater nails, like the striped nails. That's what I was trying to do with it yesterday. And it was so hard to aim. It was just very wide and it was spraying everywhere. I felt like the mist was just going all over the place because it was just so not like a controlled fine mist. So I really don't like it. I don't see myself ever using it again. I wouldn't recommend it to you guys. And their paint is very strong. It's gel-based airbrush paint, which there's so many things that you hear that it's bad. It is bad, very bad. Don't ever mix literal gel polish with alcohol and put it in your gun. Do not do that. Gel polish is not meant to be airborne. It's not meant to be all over your skin. Don't do it. But I have heard that gel-based airbrush paint that is made for airbrushing is safe as long, gosh dang it, I just hit that. Yes. As long as you're using it safely. So that means gloves, not breathing it in, not getting it on your skin, all the good stuff. I'm just letting you know, I've heard both things. I've heard things from professional airbrush artists that it's okay as long as you're not spraying it all over your skin and inhaling it. I've heard from other people that it's not safe. So you just need to do your own research. See what you're comfortable with. There's also liquid acrylic paints for airbrushing. You can literally get those at the craft store. And then there's also a brand called One Air that sells liquid acrylic nail airbrush paint. And those are water-based acrylic paints for your nails. I have like their neon collection. I should get more colors from them. The reason I like gel-based airbrush paints is because when I do airbrushing, a lot of my designs I like doing in layers. So I would do like one layer on the bottom, cure it, do another layer over that, cure it, continue, you know? So then when you do that, if you mess up, you do the first layer, cool, you do the second layer, sweet, third layer, oh my god, you messed something up and now I have to wipe it off, and you wipe off your entire design. That's why I liked the gel airbrush paints, because you can cure it. If you mess up the top layers, you can just wipe that off and you're not wiping off your whole design. So that's why I like those. Anyways, we're not using airbrush paint today. I just wanted to explain that because I did say I was going to use that today and I don't like it. So we're going to use pigments instead of airbrushing. So let me cure these beautiful little angels and we will get into the actual design. Pigment time. So, like I said, instead of airbrushing, we're going to use these babies. So, they're very easy. I know a lot of people have trouble with pigments and I've heard that a lot from you guys. So hopefully this is going to help. I think the magic ingredient is what you're using for your matte top coat. So you need a matte top coat as your base coat before you use pigments. Pigments need something to like stick to, and you would think using like a regular gel with an inhibition layer so it's sticky would work. And it will stick to it, but you're not going to have any control because it's just going to kind of like stick and stay. When you use a matte top coat that works with pigments, you get more control and you can put it where you want. It's going to stick and it's going to stay where you want it, and you can kind of maneuver it better, if that makes sense. And when you use, like if I were to just stick it on one of these, I'd put it down and it would be stuck in that one spot and it'd be very hard to blend it anywhere else, if that makes sense. So their ceramic matte top coat is amazing. Hello, there we go. Is amazing because whatever they put in here, it just makes putting pigments on top of it so easy. So I highly suggest getting this in particular matte top coat. I typically give you guys tons of options. I say you don't have to have this, you can use this. This is the one matte top coat that I know works with pigments and works amazing. So, Function of Vex. Get it. Ceramic matte. They also have a new one called Slick Matte, and that one I hear is also really good for like chrome isolation and things like that, but we're not talking about that right now. This one, OG. I've gone through so many bottles of this. I love it. And look at the bottle. It's so cute. Okay, so these are also Function of X. These are their pigment palettes. So we have Aura Melt Groove and Aura Melt Passion. I have multiple palettes from them. I really like their pigment palettes. So we're going to be using the bright red from this baby. That one right there. And then we're also going to be using these two, this pink and this pink. So a little bit of a lighter pink and a little bit of a brighter pink. And we're just going to go line, 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 repeat. So I like to start with the lightest color. So we're going to use this one first. You're going to want a brush for this in particular one. The design that we're doing. A brush that's kind of like this. I like it when it's a little bit fluffy for pigments, because if it's like a gel brush, they're normally really smooth and like, let me show you. So like this. For one, I keep my gel brushes typically like in gel when I have them put away, so there's already gel on them. They're nice and like smooth and flat. And they're just not going to be good for getting like pigment picked up and put in a spot where you want it and doing this. It's going to be more of like a smooth line, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. So you want more of like a fluffy brush. Since we're making lines, I thought this one would work better because it's a wide and it's skinny and it's fluffy. So I literally looked at this. This is like a Nails by Dev ombre brush from like years ago. I don't know if she still sells it. I have no idea. I'm sure she does. I was literally looking at this yesterday like, do I still need this? I've never used it. And here we are today. So don't get rid of things. Don't get rid of things. So you don't have to wipe this down with alcohol or anything. We've cured the ceramic mat on here. Now we're going to go in with the pigment. So boop, zoom you in a little bit. So like I said, we're going to start out with the lighter color. And you're just going to dip your brush like that. And I'm just going to start out right at the bottom. Are we going to focus on me? Jeez. I'm kind of messing with camera settings, you guys, because I'm still kind of new to the whole camera world. So let me know. I know things are not like perfect at the moment, but I'm learning. Okay, so I changed my brightness setting because I realized whenever I showed anything really dark, it would like completely darken everything. It was driving me nuts. So do you see that that light pink is sticking right where I want it? So we're just going to keep doing that. I'm going to do that light pink. I'm going to do all the light pink lines first, and then I'll clean off the brush, and I will go in with the next color, which would be the other pink. So I'm going to do like pink, pink, red, pink, so let me know if you guys have questions about pigments, because I know I've gotten quite a few questions in the past and people have wanted me to do videos on them. I just have been so busy, as I keep saying, but I promise I've got a whole list of videos for you guys. But so you're just going to keep doing that until we get to the top. I will come back and we will do the other colors. All right, we've got this. So 3 pink lines. Now I'm going to go in with the brighter pink right here, and we're just going to do the same thing. So just dip, 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 dip. You really want to get your brush in there. Like your brush should look like that. Nice and coated in the pigment. And then you're just going to go right up the next line. I'm going to go right above that pink one. And just tap, tap, tap. So you can start here and then just turn the nail. Just like that. Until they kind of like meet, and then they'll blend together. You can just kind of like tap the brush down into that other pink so it joins up with it. So it's not like a harsh line. And now you're just going to go in those next spots. And when you get like extra pigment all over the nail like that, don't wipe it off, obviously. You're just going to blow it off. And it'll come off. If you wipe it off, you're going to smear it all over the rest of your design. Alright, we have this. Very cute. I feel like it's not as like vibrant as maybe if I would have used like airbrush colors for this. But I think it's cute, and I like the, kind of like that it's subtle, whatever the word is. I think it's kind of cute. So to top this off, you know me, and you know I love milky layers on top of things. I just like it. I think it adds something. It like melts everything together. So we're going to use, since it's a Valentine set, instead of using just milky white or the milky gray, we're going to use Strawberry Milk by Nail Thoughts by CocoBest. So it is literally just a milky pink that is delicious. So when you're putting gel now on top of pigments, you kind of want to use a good amount of gel and like float it down. You don't want to like press really hard and drag it. You want to use like a good amount, a little blob, and then just lightly float it down the nail. So we'll start here, and you just kind of want to put some on and just use light motions just so you don't get like big streaks in your pigments. So instead of like typically when you put gel on, you might use like a heavier hand, but you're gonna just kind of lightly float the nail or the brush down the nail. Just like that. And then they don't all smear together. I just like adding a little milkiness to the top. I just think it adds like a cool little effect. There, and all your little stripes are still there. Alright, we're going to do some leopard print Frenches on these two nails. So, we're going to need a creamy nude. So this Megothic color from last week's haul. Focus, you mother. There we go. It is this whole collection, so good. If you were here for the swatches last week, you know. If you weren't, go watch. They are creamy, buttery, milky, amazing. They're so smooth. They self-level. Yum, yum, yum. Highly recommend. Can't wait to get more from this brand. So we're going to use this as a base for the leopard print. It's just like the perfect, cool, nude color. And then for the leopard spots, we're going to use the black and the brown from the Croissania and D-Gel collection. These two little babies. So we're going to use those. Oh, and the white, actually. We're going to need the white because we're going to use the white as the base because this isn't like super opaque. So we're going to use a white underneath and then we'll use this on top of the white to get that like brown effect for the leopard. You're going to grab yourself a little palette or a little palette paper so you can scoop out some of this gel. So you want to take some of the gel in here. You want to like stir it up a little bit as much as you can. Should be stirred up a little bit already. But gel tends to separate when it's been sitting. So stir it up a little bit and then take a little blob and put it on your palette. It's probably way too much. Alright, and then I'm using my round flat number 17 Diami brush, my favorite brush ever. You should know this by now. So I'm just going to coat it with this. The D-Gel paint is pretty opaque and thick, so I should only need like one thin coat of this, and then I can put that nude color on top of it and it'll show up just fine and it won't be all streaky. So we're going to do a straight across French. So I'm just going to kind of like mark out where I want it to go. And then I can even it out when I'm all done. I just figured using a white as the base coat would be better because those Megothic, I don't know, Megothic, I keep saying whatever, Megothic. Those colors are, this paper is supposed to be sticking. The Megothic nudes are not opaque. They're like, they're not like jelly, but they could definitely use a few layers. So I didn't want to have to pile on like 5 layers of it and make my nail all thick. So I'm just going to go straight across. Just like that. Alright, and I'm just going to keep going. I'm just going to keep bringing it down until it's all even, and then I will cure it, and we'll come back and we will use the nude color. Time to put 2 layers of this on. I already did this one, and I definitely needed 2 layers on there because it was a little not really even streaky, it's just like wasn't full coverage with 1 layer. So that's what I'm going to have to do with this one. I don't know why I was thinking these were like opaque colors. They're not like super jelly, but they're definitely more see-through than I was thinking. So I'm definitely going to need 2 coats, but they're so easy to use and they're so creamy. Oh, and I saw on Sweetie Nail Supply that you can buy them individually. So if you don't need 10 nudes, you can get a couple. Have you guys seen those new chromes from View Gel? Oh my, they are stunning. And guess who has them? Sitting right over there. Me! I ordered them right when they came out. I saw them on there and I was like, oh yeah, those are mine. Those are mine. All right, time to use these. So again, you're gonna wanna get a little palette paper or a palette, whatever you prefer, and open your bottles and just scoop out. You're not gonna need a ton, so just scoop out a little bit onto your palette paper. Again, you wanna kind of stir it a little bit in the bottom to make sure it's not separated. And then just take a little bloop and put it on your palette. All right, we're gonna do this on this. It's super easy and look how cute. So again, we already put the stuff out, so we're ready to go. You just need your gels on your palette. So I'm going to start with a dotting tool about this big for the brown spots. I start with the brown spots. Seems to be like the most common sense way to do it, I would think. So you're going to take some brown on your little dotter, and you literally just put little blobs all over. The messier the better. Think of a cheetah. Do they have perfect little dots all over, or do they have random little weird shaped splotches? Not weird, cute. Cute little splotches all over. So you're just going to start somewhere. I just like to start at the top, and I just kind of like, instead of like pulling, because then you'll make like lines, I just kind of like literally dot random shapes. That kind of looks bad. Let's change that one a little bit. Okay, that's better. So you want to do them just all different sizes. I like to do some like right by the edge. Just the more random, the better. That's what makes it look the most realistic, in my opinion. Some small, some big. You know. I'm sure you've done this before. If you haven't, don't fret. It is so easy. I promise. I like to put some like right on the edge so they kind of like go off. I just think the most realistic leopard print is the most sporadic, like messy non-perfect spots, you know? That's what I think. All right, she's cured. So you definitely want to cure this layer first, because otherwise when you go in with the black, you're going to smear the brown and it's going to be a mess. So cure the brown. And now I'm going to switch out. If you have a smaller one, if you don't, you're Gucci and no biggie. But I like to switch this one out and do a skinnier, like oblong-y kind of shape for the black. It just makes it easier, but you don't have to, you know? You don't have to. But since I have the option with my cool little gadget, I might as well. So now you're going to go in with the black. And just like this one, you're not going to like go all the way around the brown spots. You're going to kind of do like either 2 or 3 little marks around it. And it doesn't have to be like exactly on the edge. Again, messier is better. So you just kind of do like maybe a little swoopy underneath and a little swoopy on top, you know? And then you can do like some random, just a few little black marks just in random spots. But again, this is such a fun design because it doesn't have to be perfect. And those are designs that I love to do. Especially when it ends up looking like it took a lot of time, you know? So again, I'm just kind of dotting, not dragging, because this tool is metal and it will leave little draggy marks. So you just kind of dot all over. So like some of them I'll put 2 little marks around, some of them I'll do 3. Oh, I just drug that one. I hate using stuff that I cannot recommend for you to go buy because it doesn't exist anymore. This brand has been taken off the market. She stopped selling it. I think she came back for a little bit, like a few months ago. I don't know, but this pink is just so pretty, and I don't have another pink just like it. I have one close from Sissy, but it's just a little bit brighter, and I just really wanted to use this like yummy bubblegum pink. So I need to find a dupe for this damn color. It's killing me. So we are going to grab another palette paper and put a blob of this. So any like opaque, this is very opaque. That's why I really like it, but also the color. Any very opaque like bubblegum pink will probably work just fine. I'm going to basically do a border all around this nail. So I'm not going to really be able to talk because I want it to be even. But this is why I really wanted to use this color and this exact one, because her gels are pretty opaque and I don't want to have to keep going over this multiple times. Like I think the Sissy one, it's a pretty pink, but it's not as opaque. So now we have this. So cute. So cute. Okay, so that's all cured. So far, we've got all of these. So, the middle finger. It is time. We are going to, we're going to cover her in stickers. So, let's see what we got. I want like kind of gothic-y, like Valentine's gothic-y, just stuff that will go with the vibes, you know? So, probably no Hello Kitties, even though we do have some... think I'm changing my mind, and I think I do want to put the white lace on there, because I'm thinking a white lace on the top and on the bottom, so let's just try it out. I'm gonna have to cut it. So I think this piece, these are from Blanc Blanc, by the way. I think their stickers are so nice. They actually gifted these to me. They let me pick out like 3 different, how the heck? 3 different sets of stickers. Am I gonna be able to get it off? There we go. I honestly don't know if I even want that little angel up there, because I'm going to do the heart. I might just leave it. I think I'm going to take it off. I don't like it. Alright, you know what we're going to use? The Kumis! So I grabbed out 3 different pinks / reds. So I grabbed this like cool toned milky pink. It's so pretty. Which is what I'm leaning towards using for the heart for this nail. And then I grabbed out this like very dark candy apple red. I also grabbed out this. It's like a darker pinky color, kind of jelly. It's really pretty. First comes first, gloves! Even though these are HEMA free, so you know, it's up to you. It's up to you. I just automatically wear gloves when I'm doing anything with my hands and any sort of like nail clay product. I just don't want to risk it, you know? How horrible would it be to never be able to use gel again, which is all I use, because I was lazy and didn't put on my gloves, you know? So we're putting a heart on this baby. So like I said, this will be the heart. The red is going to go around the heart. I didn't grab a scoopy. Oh yeah, I did. So I kind of just want like a plump, oh, I'm going to break this. I want like a plump, rounded kind of heart, you know? Oh, well, look at that. It's been like 20 degrees. I think it was 15 degrees this morning. So everything in here, I turn my heat off when I leave at night, so everything in here has been a little cold. I don't know how big, I kind of want a big heart. That'll probably be enough. I'm so sad I ordered Chrisania's new product that's like it's a clear gel type liquid that you use to sculpt with your nail clay. Instead of using alcohol, you use that so then it doesn't leave like little white marks. I'm just trying to get things smoothed out here. Okay. I don't know where all those little hairs and stuff came from. I'm just going to plop her right in the middle. Kind of shape it out a little bit. Did I zoom you? Yeah, here. Kind of shape it out with my fingers a little bit. But yeah, it is it's like a clear liquid in a gel bottle, and you use it to shape and smooth out your nail clay projects. And it doesn't leave any little white lines like alcohol can. And I ordered it, but she's in Canada, so I knew it was probably gonna... It takes a little while. There's another freaking hair. It would have been cool to use it in this video, but oh well. She's also sending me a brand new product that nobody else has yet. So I'm gonna get to show you guys. This is just me trying to get little, there's like little linties and stuff in here. I don't know where if it was on my gloves or what, but you are not wanted. So hearts are pretty easy, guys. Follow what I did, just pinch, 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 push, 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 and then you just kind of like shape around the edges. Since I like a more plump kind of heart, I'm gonna end up like rounding off instead of like flattening the sides like a cake, you know? I'm gonna round them off a little bit so it's just more of like a plump look. But if that's not what you're going for, then you don't have to do it that way. So I've got her tools, Cresonia's tools, her sculpting brush. I have 3 of them. It's my favorite thing. I've ruined all of them. All the little hairs are all crazy, but this is the best one that I have right now. I think it's just from using alcohol on them so much to shape. But you just kind of keep patting. The Kumi clay makes things easy because it just kind of like plumps out on its own. But I like to turn everything like to every side to make sure it's even from all angles, because otherwise you'll think it looks great straight on, and then you'll turn it to the side and you're like, what is happening? So for a ribbon, I'm basically going to like roll out a thin piece and just kind of like, I'll show you. It'd be easier to show you. But I kind of want it a little bit flat. I'm just going to start at the top right here. Just go around. It'll look more like ribbon, I promise. Just give me a moment. Okay, just need a little bit more. If you can hear that, sorry, there's like some guy outside. I don't know what he's doing, if he's trying to like dig out his car or what, but he's being really annoying. Okay, that was too much. Use any like pointy little tool, any of Cresonia's like silicone tools. I'm just using this because I literally had it in my hand when I was scooping out the clay. But so I want to like still keep the little point to the heart at the bottom, and then just kind of like push in on spots and pull out on others. So in, out, in, out. And of course, it does not have to be perfect, because again, like the messier, I feel like it can be a little messy and then just look more realistic. See? Boom! I moved the angel. I put it in the heart. It looks so much better. So, all right, we're done with that one. How cute And easy, I promise. I promise you, none of these nails are hard, but they end up looking super cute. So, let's do this one. We need to do, I'm going to do, well, both of these. For both of these, I'm going to do a red bow and a pink bow, right where the French meets the rest of the nail. Let's do it. Okay, so for the bows, do we remember how we make bows, guys? It's been so long. It's been so long. We need 3 balls, right? 2 big balls, 2 little balls. So let's see. It's a little bit too big. We'll make our log. So we'll make our little snaky poo, our little snaky log. And then we're going to cut it in half. So we have 2 equal size balls. So just take your clay and roll it into a little snake or a log, whatever you prefer. Mine's going to look more like a log. And just make it so it's like pretty even, you know, like not one side is super fat. You want it to be a pretty even snake log. And then right in the middle, you are going to cut it. So about right there. And then you're going to know, okay, both of my balls are going to be about the same size, right? That's the easiest way to do it, and I actually got that idea from one of you. So thank you so much. It was genius. So now we have 2 balls about the same size. So keep those handy right there. And then you're going to want your center ball. Oh! Your center ball. And that one just needs to be smaller. So probably about that big. It's probably easier to eyeball that once you have your bow already like put together, but we'll take a guess with that. So now you're going to take your 2 balls and you are going to put them next to each other. And you want them to be like centered. So about probably like that. So let's get our brush again. A little bit of alcohol. Dip, 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 and then dap, dap. So again, you just kind of are going to do the same movements like over and over until you get the shape that you want. And you can do all different kinds of bows. I kind of want to do like a more rounded bow. So I'm just going to like round off the edges. Like you could do flat on each side. Mine are going to be like a little bit more roundy. So just keep patting, just keep patting, just keep patting until you get like about like that. Now I'm going to take like my little silicone tool, not that one, this one, and I like to go right in the middle right here on both sides and start right there and just kind of go like this. To make it look, you know, like a bow. And don't worry, it will come together completely once you put the centerpiece on. Otherwise it looks kind of funny until you do that. But then you're going to take that little centerpiece, your 3rd little ball, and you are going to, since you want it to kind of wrap around, I roll it out a little bit until it looks like it's going to be about, whoa, well, that's not what I wanted to do. Now I probably have cat hair on it. Nope. Wow, it's a miracle. Okay, so you want it to basically look like it will wrap around right here. So then you're just going to put it in the middle, and I just like to like pinch. and pinch. A cute little bow. All right, we've got both bows all finished. So cute. So we have to finish this nail. Now, in the inspo pics, there is a little spot that says, "I would die for you." We're going to write that right here, because just how romantic, you know? So we're going to use a pen, actually, to write that. I got these pens, I think, on, like, AliExpress. They're just black, like, ballpoint kind of markers, like a really fine marker, and they make it so easy. This is so much easier than, like, painting letters, you know? Here we go. Wish me luck. Bam. I think it'll look cute when everything's all done. I wanted it to be kind of like messy, you know, not perfect, as I keep saying. So for this nail, it could be done, but of course, I'm going to add something else. So we have this gorgeous Emina clay that we have not used before, and oh, wait till you see it. Are you ready? Look at this. It is so pretty. So my plan is to kind of make like a little, basically like the ribbon that we did on the heart. I want to kind of make a ribbon like all the way around the nail, kind of like right inside the pink border. And then when I do that, I'm going to not cure it, and we're going to stick some of these Jello crystals in that to make it all sparkly and amazing. So let's do it, shall we? I'm thinking I should probably do like one side, boom, like that, instead of trying to go all the way around, maybe. Where did I put my little Scoopy? There it is. This clay is something else. The Emina, like Aurora type, like glittery clays like this are the prettiest ones I have ever seen. I still don't have, I'm very sad to report, and I don't know why I haven't ordered it, because boy do I want it. The gel and gel ones like this, their iridescent collection. Oh, it's so pretty. It was just for some reason one of those things that I was like, you don't need it, you don't need it, you don't need it. But when I see stuff like this, I'm like, you do need it. You do. Probably help if I was in frame. Probably going to cover some of that pink that I did, but oh well. I feel like I made this one maybe a little bit skinnier. Oh no, okay. I needed to just do a set of nails and just kind of go with it. Like, I was having such a hard time. My depression and anxiety this week has just been like crazy, and it's weird because it really hasn't been. I don't know why. But I honestly think it's because I've been kind of like not, like, I've been posting YouTube videos, but like, they've been like hauls. They haven't been like, you know, me making nails, and it's kind of giving me anxiety that I just feel like I've been like slacking, you know? Okay, so we're going to do the same kind of deal that we did with the ribbon, where we kind of like push in and push out. And again, you kind of want to like, it doesn't need to be perfect. Like you just want to like push it out and kind of make it go like different ways a little bit, you know, so it's not like absolutely just perfect in and out, in and out, in and out. And we'll do that more after I'm done like actually just shaping it. I'll kind of go back through. Alright, I'm going to finish this little in and out process and I will be back. Alright, we've got this. Boop, boop, boop. So now we're going to take some of these crystals and just start sticking them in random spots. They look so pretty. I want to get some of the smaller ones from over here. And just kind of like stick them in all over. But make it so they're obviously like facing the front. Oops, sorry. Was I out of frame? I'm getting hungry. Alright, I'm going to keep poking these in. Alright, last little things. I painted the heart in this bow red because it was just a cream color and I didn't want that. So I think I'm going to stick that like right in the middle. I'm just going to stick this like right in the center of the nail. I love this stuff because it's super like, it's very thick. It's the Make N Parts sticking type. It comes with two. It comes with this one and then it comes with the one that you seal the edges of the charm with. But it's really thick and like stretchy. It just is really good to like just stick the charm in place and not have it like move around. Because with bigger charms I either use this or I use a little glob of clear clay. But this is my favorite like charm adhesive that's made for that, you know? Okay. Let's stick this on. So I think we were gonna put the glitter on top of this nail, and I'm going to put the speckled. I just feel like this just doesn't look done to me. I think I'm going to put this speckled layer on top of the pink in the heart. It just, I don't know, I think the angel just being like the only thing in that big heart is like throwing me off. It just adds a little bit of something, you know? We're doing it. We're using this. I don't care how thick it is. I'm putting it on here. I just want like a thin layer, which hopefully I can get with it being as thick as it is. I'm going to cure this, and then I'm going to top coat everything so we can be done. There is the glitter. I'm going to use this top coat for all of them, the Crazy Top Standard, since I don't have anything that's like super like the thick gel I would use if I had nail art that was like really lumpy or bumpy and needed like covered up, you know? Like the only thing that I really have is the leopard print, and that is like, it's not super like textured. So their standard is like their medium thickness one. It'll work just fine. I just want a nice shiny plump layer on top. So I'm going to cure that, and then I'm going to top coat all of these, and I'll be back to show you the end result. We're all done. This is the end result. What do we think? Please let me know. I feel like the sweater nail, like, I can't completely see it anymore. It just kind of looks a little ombre maybe, so that's sad. But let me know what you think. I think the leopard is so cute. The heart looks cute. To be honest with you, hate them. What's new, right? What is new? I don't know what to tell you. The writing, I really don't like that nail, and if it wasn't 7:30 at night and I wasn't starving, I'd be redoing it. I don't like it at all, but I feel like the leopard and the bows are very cute. This nail's cute. I just know that I could do way better, and I've just been having the worst artist block ever, and I've just been kind of like off this week. I've just been kind of like depressed and anxious, so I just needed to like start somewhere. You know, I hadn't made nails in a while. They're not my favorite. I actually don't really like them a ton, but here they are. If you want to use some of them or all of them for some Valentine inspo, tag me. I would love to see. Let me know what you guys think though. Do you love them? Do you hate them? Are you like, they're okay? Let me know. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell so you know when I post. I love you guys so, so much, and I will see you very, very soon.